Are you ambitious and want to reach the C-suite? Well, you're not alone. There are thousands and thousands of talented professionals just like you who have that burning desire to make it to the executive level. But here is the problem. Most of them have absolutely no idea, zero idea on how to get there. And that's exactly what I will fix in this video. I'm going to share with you the 5 critical barriers that are keeping ambitious professionals like you stuck in the middle management, wondering, well, why is their careers stagnant? Why has it plateaued? More importantly, I'm going to show you exactly how to overcome each one. No obstacles. So let me share my deep knowledge in helping ambitious professionals like you reach their career goals and get to the C-suite. I am Martin Buckland, a global executive career management practitioner. In short, I manage and advance the careers of business leaders and aspiring business professionals. First barrier, your LinkedIn presence is killing your executive ambitions. I see this mistake over and over again. Your LinkedIn profile reads like a boring job description instead of positioning you as a future leader. Let me give you an example. Your headline probably says something like Senior Manager at ABC Company. That's not leadership positioning. That's middle management thinking. You need to come out of that shell. Here is what you should say. Transformational leader driving $50 million revenue growth, or operations executive delivering 40% efficiency improvements. See the difference? One screams middle management, the other screams C-suite potential. But it gets worse. Yes, it does get worse. You're either not posting at all, or when you do, you are sharing generic industry articles with no original insights. Doesn't entice me. C-suite executives don't just consume content, they create through thought leadership. They share strategic insights that make others executives stop and think. Your LinkedIn should position you as the solution to problems that keeps CEOs awake at night. It's a platform to heighten your candidacy. Here is the action step. Go audit your LinkedIn profile right now. Does it tell the story of a future executive, or does it blend into the background noise of middle management? I suspect it's the second. One rule you need to follow. The more text you have on your LinkedIn profile, the more the Google algorithm will find you. Therefore, more traffic. The second barrier. You think networking means collecting business cards at industry happy hours. That's not networking, that's card collecting, and it's not going to get you to the C-suite. Real knuckle down networking for executive advancement is about building strategic relationships with decision makers, board members, and other C-suite executives. You have to define your set audience and don't wander out. It's about becoming known in the rooms where succession planning happens. You should be attending executive roundtables, joining industry boards, speaking at conferences, facilitating workshops, and building relationships with people who can actually open that door, not just people who can commiserate with you about your current challenges or your unhappiness in your current status. Here's the uncomfortable truth. If you are comfortable in all your networking activities, you're not reaching high enough. C-suite leaders surround themselves with other C-suite leaders. Ask yourself, where are you showing up? Are you networking with peers or are you networking with your future? Big difference. The third barrier, and this is a big one, you have no clue on how executive recruiters actually work. You think they're going to discover you through a random, somewhat LinkedIn message, or because you submitted your resume, your CV online somewhere. That's not how this works. Executive recruiters are paid by companies, their clients, to find leaders who are already successful, already visible, and already making an impact. They're not talent developers, they are talent identifiers. I bet there are executive recruiters searching for you right now. They maintain databases of high performers. They track careers, follow promotions, and watch for rising stars. Your job isn't to chase them, it's to become impossible to ignore. So, how do you get on that radar? You become known for results. You build a reputation for transformational leadership. You become the person other executives recommend when someone asks, who do you know who could turn around our struggling division? Who do you know who could turn around our struggling division? Another reason to be active and seen on LinkedIn is that executive recruiters use LinkedIn to source talent extensively. Start building relationships with executive recruiters in your function or industry. Don't beg for jobs, but become a source of intelligence and referrals. Help them. The more you help them, the more they help you. And they'll remember you when the right opportunity, the correct opportunity, the perfect opportunity comes along. The fourth barrier, your resume, your CV is sabotaging your executive ambitions. It's probably formatting like you're applying for a middle management job instead of the executive leadership. I see this so often. Your current resume lists job responsibilities when it needs and has to showcase your performance driven stories based on the acronym STAR: situation, task, action, result. It's filled with buzzwords instead of quantified achievements that matter to career influencers. Here is what most people don't understand. They don't understand that executive resumes also have to pass through that ATS, the applicant tracking system. The document has to fully comply with the stringent formatting components. For instance, no shading, zero graphics, no underline, and much more. One bullet wrong, one character wrong, and one line wrong, and your resume will fail that very particular ATS, applicant tracking system. It's a computer. You can never beat a computer. So instead of managed a team, it should read led organizational transformation, resulting in a 40% productivity increase and 15 million, yes, 15 million in cost savings. Instead of listing software skills, it should demonstrate strategic thinking, crisis leadership, and market expansion. Executive resumes, CVs are strategy documents. They tell a story of a leader who drives results, transforms cultures, extracts costs, creates shareholder value. They are concise, visually compelling, and focused on outcomes that keep you awake at night as a business owner. Finally, the biggest barrier of all. You are not managing your career like a CEO manages a business. You are already in the C-suite. Every one of you watching today, you are the CEO of your own career. You're being reactive instead of being strategic. You're waiting for opportunities instead of creating them. C-suite leaders don't stumble into corner offices by accident. They carve their path with the same precision they would use to develop a 5-year business plan. They identify target companies, build relationships with board members, and position themselves for succession opportunities years in advance. You need what I call a career board of directors, mentors, sponsors, and advisors who can guide your decisions and open those doors. You need a personal brand strategy, a networking plan, and measurable goals for your executive development, your executive advancement. Most importantly, you need to start thinking and acting like an executive before you become one. Take on enterprise projects, volunteer for crisis leadership roles, and make decisions that impact the whole company, the whole organization. Stop managing your career like an employee and start managing your career like a CEO of your own professional future. Look, the path to C-suite isn't a mystery, it's a strategy. It requires intentional brand building, strategic networking, executive level positioning, and proactive career management. The question isn't whether you've got what it takes to reach the executive level. The question is whether you are willing to do what it takes to get to that executive level. Your competition, and yes, you do have competition, is already implementing some of these strategies. They are building their executive brands. They are cultivating C-suite relationships and with executive recruiters too, and positioning themselves as the obvious choice for leadership roles. The corner office is waiting for you, but I'll tell you what, it won't wait forever. So what you are doing, what are you going to do about it? What are you going to do about it? Want more executive career advice? Please visit my YouTube channel, Martin Buckland, where you will find many more videos pertaining to you, the senior executive, on how to manage and advance your career to that C-suite level. Are you now going to embrace what I've said in this video? I hope so.